What's going on YouTube? OCD for EDC here. And what I got for your face balls today is the VDK Strix or Strix. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. And then I also got a really awesome unboxing that we're going to do here in just a moment. This is going to be kind of a quick, short little review on this knife. But stay tuned for the unboxing because we're going to check some factory edges. It's going to be a pretty good one. All right, so the VDK Strix. We're just going to call it Strix because I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. From my understanding, this is made by WE Knives. You do have a contoured titanium frame lock construction. You got a milled titanium pocket clip that works well. You know, and it's a titanium frame lock flipper. It happens to be a pretty cool one. The blade is larger than what you would expect for how small the handle is. It's pretty small in this dimension here. And it does work well in hand. It's a little bit small and compact for my hand, but I did carry this a fair amount, and I did enjoy it. I like the knife. The action on it's good. However, the price on it is, yeah, we're going to get to that. So we'll do, I'll give you some dimensions here. So overall length is 7.987 inches. So just barely under 8 inches long. You've got a handle here that's 4.470 and a blade length of 3.517. So just barely over 3.5 inches of blade. You've got a handle thickness of just over a half of an inch. Just barely over. It actually measures 503 thousandths. And then you have a blade stock thickness of 155 thousandths, so pretty thick blade, which that adds to its really nice action. You can see here that there's not a lot of distal taper. Actually, there's none going all the way out to this point right here. So you have a fair amount of weight out here at the end of the blade, which the balance point isn't terrible. So it's not horribly unbalanced, but it just adds to the action. You've got all that weight out at the tip of the blade. Behind the edge thickness, you've got a really, really nice hollow grind on this M390 blade steel. And it's about 20 thousandths behind the edge all the way across the this hollow ground portion. It's a little thicker than that, about 25 or 6 thousandths up here in the tanto. Weight on this thing, I don't remember what the weight is. It's not bad. It doesn't feel overly heavy. So, yeah, almost matching identically to the blade length. So the blade measures 3.517 and you're looking at 3.507 ounces. So right out the ounce and inch mark, almost exactly. And, you know, I mean, it's a cool knife. I feel like if you really love the design, then go for it. You know, it's well made. The action on it is really, really nice. Like I said, if you have large hands like myself, actually extra large hands, I wear like a 2XL glove size. You know, it's a little bit cramped, and it's so narrow in this dimension here that it's kind of easy to twist in your hand. But, you know, for EDC tasks and stuff, it was fine. So overall, I like the design. The only thing that I don't like about the knife, it's $350. So you can purchase this right now from Knife Center. They have them for $350, and that just seems pretty high to me for what it is. I mean, it's a WE titanium frame lock flipper. Yes, it's M390, but $350, that's getting up there. So I'm not saying it's not worth it, but I'm just saying if you really love the design, then I think you'll probably really like the knife. Real quick, I'll throw out a few size comparisons. Here it is with the Manix 2. Here it is with the Rex PM2. So you can see here we're talking pretty standard kind of full-size EDC knife, even though it is a little bit small for me. There it is with the Pair 3 lightweight and something not Spyderco. There it is with the Buck Marksman, or in this case, the SK Blades Inferno. All right. So I think that pretty well sums up the VDK Strix like I said, I think it's a cool knife. I love the contouring. I like the green color. I'm good with that. It does come in several different colors. All the way around, I like everything about the knife except for the price. You know, when I first got this, I hadn't looked up the price, and this was sent to me from the Apex Pass Around group. So I carried this for a little while before I ever looked it up to see what the price was. I was expecting this to be in the 250, you know, somewhere between like 220 and 250. And if it was in that price range, it would be fantastic. But 350, man, that's a stretch. So I really dig the knife. It's just at $350. There's a lot of good stuff out there that you could pick up that, you know, like I said, there's no real issues here. Everything about this knife is well thought out. It works well. I really dig how the size of the blade for how small the handle is. But yeah, the price kind of kills it for me. All right, so we've got some unboxing to do here. And first up, let's start with this one. So this package here is from my good buddy, Mr. BJ Hill, and I actually asked him to send me a couple of knives that I wanted to take a look at for some reviewing purposes. And, okay. I just figure we'll use the old Strix here, which I've been using this a little bit, so probably needs to be stropped up a bit. A lot of packaging here. All right. Okay. We've got a yellow microfiber cloth here and some rubber bands. And, and a shitload of blue tape. We'll throw that off to the side. All right. See if we can get in there. Wow. A lot of tape. Which, there's some nice knives in these packages right here, so it's good to have them packaged well. We're just going to do that. All right, first up. There we go. A little Chris Reeves in Cosi. Beautiful knife. Wonderful. And this is a knife that I already had one time. I actually did the anodizing work on this. Little green ano, which is gorgeous. This is the Sebenza 21, a full-size Sebenza, and the Inkosi in the Tanto. And the Sebenza has the sheep's foot blade. And then we have one more knife here. Man, he taped these things up good. Wow. The tape is tight on this one. Huh. Trying to do this without gouging into the knife here. Ah, we got in there. We got her. There we go. The Benchmade Super Freak. All right. So, I'll explain why I have these knives in just 1 second, because we have some more unboxings to do. All right, this package here, I don't remember where it's from, but let's just get into it. Oh, that was from Southern Edge Knife Works, and we've got this right here. Excellent. So you guys can see here, it's a WE knife. And that should give it away right there, what it is. So this is the WE Knife Banter. Basically, I picked one of these up just because I had the option to do so. They had them in stock. I got a decent deal on it, which was great. And you know, I just wanted to see what the hype was all about, if this thing's any good or not. You know, everybody's been bragging this up, and it's a fantastic knife, so we're going to see. So there we go. We got the WE Banter. That's a cool one for sure. Let me get this stuff picked up here, and then I've got one more unboxing to do, and then we're going to check some factory edges. All right, so this one here came from Knife Center, and it was a real pain in the ass, actually, because they did not have their website said this was in stock. However, after I ordered it, then they said that, well, it wasn't in stock, and then they said it generally ships in 2 to 3 business days. Well, that was not true. So this actually did not ship from Knife Center for 10 days after I purchased this knife, which was a real bummer. But, you know, not the end of any worlds. It did show up eventually, so that's all that matters. But got peanuts in here. All right, I'm sure everybody's familiar with that box right there. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is a knife that I have not had in my possession before. All right, here we go. Anybody have any guesses on what this might be? This is actually a knife that is kind of a re-release, and from what I understand, it will not be released again. So it sold out the first time around, and then they just brought it back out, and this is the Spyderco Gayle Bradley. This thing is a really sweet blade, CPM M4. It's a liner lock. This is a Tai Chung Spyderco, and had a little bit of lock stick there. Blade looks centered. Oop. Got my finger locked. Nice. The thumb ramp feels really good. Nice handle. Beautiful, beautiful hollow grind on this thing. So that's awesome. All right, well, let's see if you guys, what do you think here? All right, so we got the Spyderco Gayle Bradley with a Sebenza 21 in Cosi with the Tanto blade, the Gayle Bradley, and the Super Freak. And I would say that these knives all are fit right kind of in the same category. This is a hollow ground blade. So is the Sebenza. And then the other two, I think. Yeah, the Incosi's hollow ground as well. It's not quite as deep a hollow as the Sebenza. But it definitely does have a hollow grind. So the Sebenza and the Gayle Bradley certainly have really nice deep hollow grinds. But yeah, so we're definitely going to be doing some comparisons between the Gayle Bradley and the CRK stuff, as well as the Super Freak here. But let's get these out of the way, and we're going to check factory sharpness on these two, since they're factory fresh. All right, let's get this guy set up here. So for those that don't know, what we're looking for here is something under 200 grams would be a nice good factory edge. Hopefully you can see the screen there. So let's start out with the WE Banter. Here we go, here we go. Oop. Huh. What's going on there? It's reading 5 grams before I ever touch it. Whoa, 220 on the WE Banter. So certainly needs a little bit of stropping on the WE Banter. It's still a decent edge. Anything under 350 grams is still shaven arm hair, which is, you know, it's still a sharp knife. But But yeah, hopefully the Spyderco in M4 is going to be a little bit better score than that. So let's check out the Gayle Bradley here. Here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. That's more like it. A 135. That's an excellent score. A factory edge. Under 150 is very, very good. Just right off the bat, the first thing I'm noticing about this Gayle Bradley, you know, I said lock stick in the beginning. I don't know that I necessarily had any lock stick. I think it's just lock bar access is not wonderful, but that's going to be real simple to fix that. So yeah, overall, man, this thing feels good in hand for sure. Nice. What a cool knife. Awesome. All right, guys, there you go. Here's what I got in the mail the last couple of days. The Super Freak and the VDK Strix. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Check back. We'll do, I've got a bunch of reviews coming. Just got to find the time to get them all done. So thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you next time. I'm out. Hey.